So, can we give it up for, please, Ben Greet?
Thank you, Lewis. Thank you very much. So today I'm going to talk to you about Star Trek. He was right. I am a super nerd. So be warned. So in the Star Trek episode, Bread and Circuses, Captain Kirk and the Enterprise crew find themselves stranded on a planet full of space Romans. Well, Romans from another planet that have the technological sophistication of 1960s America. At first glance, the episode looks like a fun jaunt through alternate history with our favourite starship captain, a Vulcan science officer, and a grumpy doctor. But actually, there's a little more going on below the surface. The title of the episode is drawn from the Roman poet Juvenal, who stated that the Roman populace had been robbed of their political power due to a regular grain dole and the distraction of entertainment. In the episode, our Enterprise crew are forced to participate in televised gladiatorial games run by an evil network. Not only does this turn the episode into a mild satire of the television business, it directs Juvenal's quote directly at its 1960s audience. Television had become the circus which robs the populace of its political power. But the episode doesn't stop there. When Kirk and co. beam down to the planet, they befriend a group of slaves called the Children of the Sun, a religious sect that values love and brotherhood and is persecuted by the Romans. We later discover that they do not worship the sun in the sky, but the Son of God. Basically, they are Christians in space. But the plot, i.e. of downtrodden Christians battling evil Romans and forced to fight in the arena, could have been pulled from any number of 50s and 60s Roman epic movies. The episode even has a similar concentration on the male physique. This comparison to movies like Ben-Hur or Spartacus extends the episode's satire to include the cinema industry. Not only is the 1960s audience distracted by television, it is placated by the mass appeal of the movies. But what exactly are they being distracted from? Bread and Circuses helps us there too. The Rome we see in the episode looks much more like contemporary America, with magazines, cars, even American accents. Through the 50s and 60s, the idea of Rome had become inseparable from totalitarianism and imperialism. Doing a nice salute there, Roman salute. By making the connection between Rome and America, the episode reminds its audience of the imperialistic nature of American interventions abroad. America had been embroiled in Vietnam since 1955, and its increased interference on the global stage was seen as by some as imperialistic ambition. Yet our characters provide an alternative through the idea of the Prime Directive, a policy of non-interference in foreign cultures that is eerily similar to Article 2, Paragraph 7 of the UN Charter. While Rome shows us an America that wants to establish an empire, the Enterprise shows us an America that could be culturally tolerant. The slaves we see in the episode also look a lot different to ancient slaves. They have medical insurance and old age pensions, and look instead a lot like the American working class. In 1968, when the episode aired, Martin Luther King was deep into his Poor People's Campaign, fighting for the rights of the working poor and organizing them to march on Washington. With the slaves of the episode consistently referring to brotherhood, a favorite rhetorical device of Dr. King, and then it also has scenes of civil disturbance reminiscent of many summer riots seen across America since 1964. The episode can't help but remind its audience of the domestic struggles America faced and of the desperate plight of those around them. So not only is Bread and Circuses warning its audience against the distraction of entertainment from political issues, it then points them at the issues they're being distracted from. I'm not sure it really worked, though. Of all of Star Trek's second season episodes, Bread and Circuses received the largest viewing audience. Instead of getting politically active, everyone was just watching Star Trek. But maybe we can do a little better to resist the temptation of our new circuses. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, you can see others on the Bettakultcha YouTube channel. Subscribe now and you'll be notified when new ones are uploaded.